Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe that this day has finally arrived. Kasi naman for years, I've been waiting for this lady to come back in pageantry. And now, she's here. 7 years after her debut in a national pageant, she's back with a strong vengeance here in Miss Universe Philippines. Grabe, could she be the first Black Filipina Barbie to have that narrative in Miss Universe Philippines? So here she is. Please say hello to Miss Universe Philippines 2024 contestant from Bulacan, Miss Chelsea Manalo.
Hi, everyone!
Hello!
Hi, Adam!
I can't believe that this day has finally arrived talaga.
Me too.
Oo.
But I am really thankful for this opportunity that you've given us, to me specifically, this space and also your time.
Yeah, the
Thank you so
pleasure
much.
is mine. Ako talaga ang dapat magpasalamat sa iyo and your team led by Cap Renan and Sir Manny Halasan. Thank you po for giving me your time and effort in bringing Chelsea here in Manila for this wonderful interview. Thank you so much. Grabe.
Thank
Hindi ko
you.
talaga, honestly, hindi ko inasahan na ngayon ka talaga magbabalik. I knew you would come back, but I did not expect that you would be back this year.
Honestly, Adam, it has always been like a hot topic for me. Ever since I started joining pageant, which is Miss World, that was way 2017. After that, I would always be tagged to hot pics or a comeback of a girl who would join a pageant, and then they will always tag me. I think they are always trying to anticipate my comeback to the pageantry, and it has never been an ideal for me to go back as soon as possible because I was still studying that time. I was 17, so it was not really a plan for me to join anytime soon after my first national pageant.
Pero at 17 nagmarka ka sa consciousness namin.
Yeah.
Di ba?
It was also...
Ganun ka ka-strong. I mean, talagang natandaan ka namin talaga.
Thank you.
Nagmarka ka sa amin.
Thank you. Miss World Philippines to me that time was just like an experience that I wanted to experience at first because I had no idea about how national pageants would really go to. So I was there. Of course, I was there to compete, but I was more of like experiencing how pageantry really is in a bigger horizon of a bigger stage. Like what is pageantry really is for one woman. And I had so much fun. I had so many things that I learned from my first pageant, and I loved it. I told myself that passion will never go away. I still want to be able to continue that, but there's a different achievement that I want to be able to focus first, and that was me to finish school first.
Which is logical naman talaga. Siyempre, studies first, di ba?
Yeah.
Before anything else.
And I was
Right.
17.
Yeah.
At that time, I think there were 3 girls of us who were really young. So it has already opened to any woman that would really like to join the pageantry. And at the age of 17, I was so happy at that time because I was able to compete with veterans. I mean, there are so many beautiful ladies at that time. And the sisterhood was really beautiful, honestly. Like, I was able to grow and experience so many things.
So it was definitely a good experience
Yes,
for you.
it was.
So, like I said, guys, kanina sa intro ko, the reason, nagmarka siya sa amin kasi talaga, guys, ang ganda-ganda niya talaga ng jeans niya.
Thank you.
You grew up from a multicultural background.
Yes.
And talagang napansin na namin talaga yung mukha mo talaga.
Thank you.
Na talagang sabi ko, wow, intayin pa namin to tumanda-tanda ng konti.
Thank you.
Pahihinugin muna natin.
Yes.
Diba?
Honestly, if not many may know, my culture is both American Filipina. So my mom is the Filipina. My dad, who is pure American, Black American. And so many would ask me, "Oh, what's your race? Like, what's your ethnicity?" And I'm very open to sharing that. So my mom is Filipina and my dad is American. But my mom and my dad, they divorced already at the age of 2. So I really didn't have much memories about him as my dad. But after that, my mom got married and have lived with my stepdad. But I don't want to consider him as my stepdad because he provided me as he stood up to me just like my own father. So still, I may be biracial, I may be half American, Filipina, but very full in heart as a Filipina.
Oh,
Yes.
alright. right. So, wait, so the surname that you're using, Manalo, I
That's from
assume...
my mom.
Oh, I thought it was from your stepdad na
No.
Manalo.
So my mom, my surname Manalo is from my mom dahil ng pagkadalaga niya. My biological dad naman, hindi ko na siya kinuha because I still love my mom. Like, siya na yung nagpalaki talaga sa akin. But I met my real dad when I went to the States when I was around 6 to 8 years old. I studied there for grade school and I met him. I was able to have like, a little bit of encounter with him. We go out, we have dinner and lunch and stuff like that. But I was mostly living with my lola. So when I was in the States, I was with my lola and then my dad would come and pick me up. We're going out, have dinner and stuff like that.
Wait, so based from your kwento na, so you were born and raised here.
Yes.
Tapos you studied,
In the
you went to the
States.
States
Yeah.
for to do your grade school
Yeah.
studies. Okay, tapos yung mom mo, naiwan lang dito.
Yes. Well, my mom would go back to the US back and forth, just so that she can visit me. But during that time kasi my mom was still young and she was still working. So she went back here while she's working and she'll visit me in the States. Ganun siya.
Wow. So, mas nanimbang sa'yo yung dugong Pinoy mo as to, that led you to choose to stay
Definitely.
here. Oh, that's nice. So, growing up, how was your childhood like?
Very challenging. Just like any other woman of color. I mean, definitely there's always a challenge for us. But mine was so different because ako yung tipong bata na kahit binubuli ako, okay lang eh. Parang, I would still play with these girls, I would still play with them.
Talaga?
Oo. Kasi nung binubuli ako, siguro dahil because of my color, because of my skin. And for me, kasi parang hindi ako na-hurt because nabubuli ako. Kasi I see them as an equal kids. Kasi by heart, feeling ko, Filipina ako eh. Parang ano ba yung nakikita nila sa akin na different? Which is for me, I see them equally. Like, I still see them as Filipino, ganyan. Ako, parang bakit nakikita nila sa akin different? So there was always like a question in my head. And I would always ask my mom, my dad, na parang bakit iba ako? And then my mom would always tell me, you're not different because of what they see in you, because they call you different names. You're different because you're uniquely beautiful. You just have to look at the brighter side. Parang I always remain humble at the same time. And I would always instill in my head yung mga payo sa akin ng magulang ko. Na whatever those people will say to you, don't let that get into your heart. Like, show them who you really are. Be kind to them. Ganun.
Ang ganda naman. Ang ganda naman ng pagpapalaki sa'yo at
Yes.
pagbigay sa'yo ng mindset ng parents mo. Kasi let's face it, when one is being bullied, usually ang automatic reaction is to cry,
Yes.
to be sad, di ba? Tapos ma-affect yung self-confidence ng bata, di ba? Hanggang sa dala-dala na yan
Oo.
paglaki.
Actually, kahit binubuli nila ako, parang I don't mind it. Parang ako, I still see them as my friends. Ini-invite ko pa sila sa bahay ko na parang
God.
sila yung gusto kong kalaro. And then,
How would they react?
ayaw nila talaga.
Oo.
Parang they still don't wanna play with me because I'm different. Kung makikipaglaro sila sa akin, alam mo yung ako yung saling ket-ket lang.
Yes, yes.
Parang ako yung bystander on the side lang. They would play with me if they need some +1, ganyan. Pero ako, parang enjoy pa din ako. Parang I'm just a normal girl who's still playing outside on the street, playing dolls and toys, even though there will be like hurtful words towards me. And to tell you, it's not just kids. Even growing up, I would still get comments from adults, from other people who are actually, you can see, leaders. And to me, that is something that will shock me na lang when I grew up. Kasi I can't believe that these people, despite how mature they already have been in life, they would still be able to differentiate people. Sanay na kasi ako sa ganyan eh. Parang it's always going to be a challenge for me. And I would always just still be kind to these people despite how bad their words will be.
Wow. Ngayon, first time ko maka-encounter ng ganitong story na
Love
talaga.
your enemies.
She didn't, at such a young age, without you even realizing it that time, you weren't coming from a place of pittance. But instead, in a way, you're sort of empowering yourself to go through the
Yes.
whole thing with open eyes, facing the whole situation and making the most out of it.
Yes, and kasi pinalaki din kasi akong ganun, Adam. Parang, wag ka masyadong mag-dwell on being sad. Because time will come, it's always going to be you who will face reality and the world. Na, no matter who will come your way, know who you are. Always tell yourself that you can too. You can be like anyone like them. If you want to dream, lagi yun yung sinasabi ng mom ko, kapag may gusto kang isang bagay, pangarapin mo at mangyayari yan kapag pinursu mo yung gusto mo in your life. And that's what I always aim to achieve in my life. Kasi, like right now, it was never like a plan for me to join any pageant. Parang na-realize ko yung pageantry kasi it's a bigger platform of celebration of different women that can really have different knowledge and share that together so that we can be a good influence to a lot of people.
Natutukan ka talaga ng mom mo sa
Oo.
pagpapalaki. As you found yourself falling in love with the thought of joining pageantry, paano mo na paano mo na develop yung love mo for that?
It developed later on because I first joined in school. And to tell you again, back to our story as a child, it was a challenge to me to join pageantry when I was little because they wouldn't like me to join in school.
Dito na yan sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
So,
Some would hinder me to join pageants or any activities in school or any outside of school because of who I am. I like to urge myself to things that I know people will tell me, you can't do that, but I know I can. Kasi I have like this burning fire inside me to say na, you can be whoever you want eh. And when I started joining pageants, dun ko mas na-realize yung confidence ko for this. Na, see, parang it's not because of how people perceive you or how you look like, because you can be like them as well. You can be other girls. And there shouldn't be any differentiation with other girls.
alam mo, nag-expect ako na sub-story. Yung mga tipong ugly duckling face, tapos gumanda na lang. Ikaw, hindi. Parang, back when you were a kid, you knew what you were getting in you. You knew the situation beforehand. Parang feeling ko nga, gusto ko nang sabihin, mature ka na bang mag-isip for such a young age? So wala kang ganong excess baggage while growing up. You embraced your totality for who you are.
Yeah.
And that's great. So when you signed up pageantry, hindi na sa'yo issue yung parang someone might look you down for your skin color. No, talagang hinanda mo na yung sarili mo. Parang prepared ka na sa pwedeng anong sasabihin sa'yo ng tao.
Yes.
Wow.
Because, I mean, look at it. Look at us right now. I mean, there's 55, specifically here in Miss Universe Philippines 2024. There's 55 of us, Adam, and there's so many challenges and stories that we can bring to you. And this is like stories that can really influence a lot of people. Na, of course, may mga kanya-kanya naman tayong challenge. And that is something that we should embrace so that we can really be able to influence.
That is so true. So, ang tagal mong, katulad nga sinabi ko nina, ang tagal ng pagbabalik mo. So, you finished your studies. Pero how did you know this was the perfect time for you to make your pageant comeback here in MUP?
I told myself, Adam, na parang after ko talaga makapagtapos ng pag-aaral, I still want to pursue pageantry. So I was just waiting for the perfect time because after I did, of course, I still had to find a job. So the only time na parang I thought this is the perfect time for me to join is that, of course, from the support that I was getting from my family, from my friends.
There. So, now that you are here in MUP, how has been the experience so far? Naging rusty ka ba nung kasi ang tagal din, ang tagal din ng gap, 'di ba?
Definitely.
7 years. Pero you were doing modeling in between kasi I would see your modeling photos on social media from time to time.
I would say siguro in the pageantry industry, definitely there's a lot of things to learn pa. Meron pa akong room for growth. Marami pa akong kailangan ulit ibalikan sa training ko, definitely. Pero hindi nawawala yung passion ko dun sa ganung thought of going back to pageantry. And again, kasi while I was not on the industry of pageantry, on the side naman, nagmo-model pa din ako. Parang that is my way of earning money pa din. So, throughout those years, kung wala ako sa pageantry, I was doing modeling.
Ang lakas talaga ng loob mo, no?
Oo,
At nandito ka na
parang
nga. Oo. Oo. Talagang, wow, ready ka talagang makipagbardagulan with the 54 other contestants here in this pageant. So, now that you're here in MUP, what do you hope to achieve with your candidacy here?
I want to be able to have that crown.
Uh-huh.
Just like any other girls here, we want to be able to win Miss Universe Philippines. But before that, there's so many things that I have to take into consideration,
Like?
which is that, of course, training, going back to my core at the same time, knowing what is the real purpose that Miss Universe Philippines is looking for. And I want to be able to bring that to the universe.
Do you think the Filipinos or our country in general is ready for a beauty like you to be sent to Miss Universe, to be that first Filipino Black Barbie that we could send to Miss Universe for the very first time?
I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, why not, diba? I think it's just about time to show the universe what we can offer. And it doesn't have to be on a standard labeled girl because she's black or she's, let's say, white. As long as she has that Filipino spirituality that she can bring to the universe, then I don't see anything wrong with that.
It just dawns on me right now that you could just be it. Pero how do you plan to manage? How do you plan to stand out in the competition? Let's face it, there are 4 of you who are of Filipino and Afro descent in
Yeah.
this competition. Apart from the Josas and and the returnees, pageant returnees coming back here in MUP.
I'm just gonna have to bring out the best in me, definitely, and I want to showcase what I can offer to the universe and bringing my hometown, like my province of Bulacan, on what they can see more about Bulacan, the culture, the different talents that we have there. And of course, I'm not here really, honestly, to compete with any other ladies here. I think I'm joining here because I'm competing more with myself. Like, what could be really my purpose in joining here is just to really focus on winning that crown and not to compete with anyone.
Bulacan.
Yeah.
Is, and when I think about it, Bulacan is always well represented in pageantry. What makes you different this time around? How can you promote Bulacan using this massive Miss Universe Philippines platform?
I want Bulacan to be known as I want to be able to be known as a modern Filipina. Like, of course, Bulacan is so diverse at the same time. Like, there's so many things that we can offer here and that I don't think that many have seen yet. So that is what I want people to also look out for, because we are actually planning for something really special, which is the tourism video. That way they can really get to know more of what Bulacan is and a little bit of me.
When you talk about your province, no,
Yeah.
I can really I can really feel your sense
love
of
my
pride
hometown.
and gratitude.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Bulacan is actually known for so many talents, but I want to also emphasize my hometown in Bulacan, which is Meycauayan City, and we are really well known for jewelry makers. So I want to I don't know if I should be saying this because it's going to come out on the tourism video, but of course, when we say Bulacan, it's well known for different talents and craftsmanship and a little bit of, the fighting force of every woman that we have in Bulacan. Sabi nga nila, ang Bulacan ay kilala para sa mga dakilang Pilipino na meron tayo here.
Naks, dakilang Pilipino. And you
Dakilang
could
mga
be
Pilipino.
one. Diba?
I could be that one.
You know, to those young girls who are watching us right now, not just the young girls, but even the young gays or who's consuming our content here in pageantry.
Yeah.
How can they rise above in empowering themselves to get out of that self-pittance when being bullied?
I think you just really have to continue burning that passion that you have inside you. If you think that this is what you want to do in life, continue doing that. So, because no matter what challenges will come your way, hindi kasi yun magiging hadlang eh, if you really want to pursue your dreams. And that is what I did with mine. So, no matter who is watching right now, especially yung mga kids, mga youth, or even not the youth, but even if you have that dream, don't let go of it. Continue to pursue it because it will still come. Time will come and you'll be able to shine.
Oh, totoo yun, no? Yung, ako kasi, I was also bullied when I was younger. And I thought, ang lungkot ng buhay. Pero now, as I realize it, now that I'm older, kung ano yung binubully nila sa'yo, that makes you unique. And somehow, that could set you apart. And you could use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Kasi it's okay to validate that feeling. Pero we only get to live once, you know. So take advantage of pursuing that dream. Just let it burn inside of you. And you will still be able to achieve that.
Alam mo, ganito lang si Chelsea. Win or lose feeling ko sa MUP. Did I see you running for public office in the year?
Oh my gosh.
Kasi you know how to empower yourself at such a young age and now you're paying it forward in MUP. I mean, what else can you do? Diba? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, how do you see yourself years from now?
I'm definitely still going to be that empowering woman. And at the same time, I think I'm really going to be successful because I don't want to see myself in a very challenging world. There may be, but I don't want to look at it like that. Definitely, whatever comes my way, I know that I'll still be Chelsea as an empowered woman, and hoping to be your next Miss Universe Philippines.
Alam mo, that already makes her a unique, iconic brand.
Thank you, Adam.
So, there you go. I'm so happy to be able to listen to her
Thank you.
empowering story. Imagine from being a young kid with a biracial background to forging her way to where she is right now. That is really a one whole motivating story that could really inspire a lot of people, our generation. Yeah, diba?
Thank you, Adam.
So, good luck on your upcoming journey.
Thank you.
Super blessed that I was able to get to know you on a deeper level. Wow, I'm really surprised. For sure, mahirap ka pa iyakin, no? Hindi ka ganun ka... Oo, no?
Hindi ako. Naiiyak lang ako kapag hindi ako nabibigyan ng ice cream.
Oh, you love ice
Nung bata
cream?
ako, I love ice cream so much. So, dati, kapag di ako nabibigyan ng ice cream, naiiyak na ako dun.
Diba? So, kayang-kaya mo na rin yung mga bashing on social media and the things that might come your way as a MUPH candidate.
I don't really read those. I mean, I'm actually now, I don't want to focus on social media too much and read comments kasi definitely marami yan eh. Marami tayong mababasa na negative things and there should be positive as well. Pero I'm trying to divert myself from that kasi if you are here to win and if you are focused on one thing, focus on the good only and not the bad. Diba?
Ibang fighting spirit, buo ang loob, hindi magpapatinag. So, there you go. Alam mo, I'm really impressed. I'm really stunned by
Thank
your
you,
backstory. And it's my hope that you'll be able to share more of it on your respective social media accounts. How can they follow you on your current Miss Universe Philippines journey?
So, you can follow me on Miss Universe Philippines organization page. Definitely, they will be posting a lot more about us girls. And my Instagram, Manalo Chelsea, and my Facebook page, Chelsea and Manalo.
There you go. Thank you so much for listening to her beautiful story. Until my next video. Bye.